What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to MineFam. My name is Andy Pants, and today is episode 3, and we are starting over here at the sugarcane farm because I have a few things to show off to you guys. We have been very busy as a crew this past week. So first off, boom, tree. We're almost done. If you don't know what this is, Virulent, aka Batman, has created this tree to go around this big center portal area that that was not looking like this the first episode that I showed you guys. But so this is the very center portal of our entire area that you perhaps saw on the map the first episode. But as you can see, we're almost done. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 more layers, and that's it. I put in a bunch of hours of work on this in the towards the bottom of the pink, so up to about, I don't know, 15 rows of pink or so. But then Virulent has really taken off and gotten done with the top, I don't know, probably about 5 or 6 layers. But other than that, Jessie has added a few buildings over here to her area. There's a little potion shop, an armor shop. I believe this is her house now, right there. And then she's working on something right there in the corner, but I'm not going to show you that yet. She's probably going to do a little bit more on that in a little bit. But Flash has also been hard at work over here beneath the iron farm, as you can see, working on a super smelter. So, I'm not going to go into detail on how this thing operates, but basically, you put items in the chest right there. They flow down into these 64 different furnaces, and the items right now, we don't have the storage system set up or the access point, so the items will shoot out of each of these water streams at the moment, but that will be soon to come. What I have been doing is, I'm going to fly this way a little bit. I have been busy digging. I've been digging a lot. One of my projects, I've been digging out a lot of water, and then the other project, I have been digging out a lot of dirt and stone and stuff. And so the first one I want to show you is the dirt and stone. And if you remember, last episode, me and Flash worked on the witch hut, and then we did the squid head challenge, which started right over here. But it looked a little different last time. So if you'll remember, I stood right here, looked at Flash across the way, and then the stone was right about there on the level right above the grass. But now, boom, all the way down to bedrock, Y level 5. And the reason I dug these out, as we talked about last episode, was these are 5 slime chunks right next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the plan is to set up a slime farm, and I'll go into more detail on how that's going to be set up in a future episode. But so for now, I've got it all set up, and as you can see, all the slime spawning in, even as I'm just standing here. Goodness gracious! But like I said, the Squid Head Challenge, we filled up all these caves with torches around here, so that actually is helping these spawn rates tremendously at the moment. And eventually I'll build up some layers, and we'll have all kinds of slime spawning, and then we'll have a little slime farm here in the near future. And this is my, I guess I can take these down now, because Flash is done with the other thing. But the other project that I've been digging on and working on is over that way, and I'm going to skip, because it's quite a little bit of ways away. I'll bring you back in just a sec. However, before we go over to the project I want to show you the most, had to stop by the end because while I was digging out those slime chunks, I died. So as you'll notice, I usually have a bow sitting right here, and then this sitting here, and that sitting there. But I died, and this is where I died, was on the Enderman farm. I don't know if you remember from the first episode, this looked a little different. So the first episode, or originally, before I worked on this the other day, this was just a bridge of leaf blocks, and then you would just sit right there and hit the Enderman. But I apparently looked at one while I was chopping away at him trying to fix my pickaxes that I was using for the for the slime farm, and one of them teleported out and hit me in the rear end and killed me. So what I did was I I put a roof on it, put some walls on it, and if you don't know, Endermen can't stand in water. If they touch water, they take damage. So what I did was I just flooded all of it with water, and they obviously can't stand in 2-block high gaps because they are 3 tall. So this whole tunnel is 2 blocks tall, and everything in here is the same. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of work here because I want to get a bow fixed up. So I'm going to make sure I have infinity. That's important. Power 3 and Power 3 will combine to make Power 4. And then I can combine it with Power 4 to make Power 5 and then end up making it a full bow with that regular bow. So I'm going to do a little bit of work here before I take you to the other farm, but I'll be right back in a minute. Alright, well, I have put in some time at the Enderman farm, and I went a little overboard, got a little carried away, so I went ahead and put Protection 4 back on my new boots, as you can see there. I put Fire Protection 4 on my pants, just because, I mean, I guess it's never a bad thing to have a little lava protection. And then I put Protection 4 and Mending on my helmet as well. So, and then my bow's back. I could put Punch 2 on it, but I'm not going to worry about it for right now. That is good enough for me. So I think I'm completely geared back up. Unbreaking 3 needs to go on that. I guess Efficiency 5 could technically be added to that. I'm going to leave Fire Aspect off of the sword for now because sometimes I'll hit somebody and catch them on fire, and then they catch me on fire. So I'm gonna leave that off for a minute. But that's still one of my pickaxes I had from before. And I was gonna take you. I was gonna jump cut you straight over to the other project I've been working on, but I thought I might just take you through, just to kind of give you an idea of where it is. And I haven't built a path to it yet. So we got to do a little precarious flying, but if you'll recall, so our desert area is back that way. You got to go through the Nether Fortress. The end portal is right there, or the Nether portal to the end portal is right there. So you'll remember this portal is where we go into the tree. So the other project I'm working on, which I'll tell you what it is in a minute, is back over this way. We got to fly up here, past this glowstone, past this little lava patch, fly over, and I guess we'll have to land this time. But then you glide down to this extremely safe portal right here, and then we go straight through and to the project. Now, I don't know how many of you have seen or heard of or been to a... Nope, hold on, my headset's dying. And I'm back, sorry about that. I don't know how many... Oh, don't want to show that. I don't know how many of you have seen or heard of or been to an ocean monument or a water temple or ocean temple or whatever you want to call it. The place with the guardians and everything. But I'll show you a screenshot now of what a water temple usually looks like. And so you'll see there's water all around it, and on the inside there is, it's like a maze of rooms and everything, and the guardians spawn inside and out of. The guardians are those big fish looking things that have the orange spikes on them, as you'll be able to see. But so what we have done over here, and if you noticed in the end screen of the last video, I kind of gave you a sneak peek of the inside of this project, but this is what our water temple looks like now. I been working on this for about a little over a week, I guess. I kind of worked on it while I was doing the other videos. But me and Virulent came over and killed the Elder Guardians, the big guys that are in here, and so that's technically, I guess, what you could call freeing the temple. But then Jesse and I took out the insides, the water, and the maze portions of it, the maze walls, I guess you could call them. And then I came through and put about somewhere between 7 to 10 shulker boxes of sand down. And the good thing about sand is it's a gravity block, so you can place it from the top and it'll fall down through the water. And then placed 5 by 5 rows to soak up all the water with the sponges that we got, and then took all the stuff down. So my plan for this is to build a guardian farm so we can have sea lanterns. And so sea lanterns are these lighting blocks right here. I'll just go ahead and show you what they look like. Sea lanterns, not as much prismarine bricks, but we'll have that option. Dark prismarine and then the regular prismarine. So these are what we're going to get from this farm. The big thing is the sea lanterns, because those look really good in a lot of builds for lighting. And then the other thing I'm excited about is this dark prismarine block. The unfortunate thing about this, though, is that you have to have they actually changed it this update. You used to have ink sacs to make this block by using the shards, which are these little guys right here. You have to have those in a crafting table, and the ink sacs to go inside them to make them dark. But now in 1.15 they've made it to where it's black ink, which is a good change in my opinion. So we don't have to make a squid farm, we can make a wither rose farm, which will hopefully be soon shown on the channel. But we'll make one of those, and then we can make a bunch of prismarine, dark prismarine, excuse me, for different projects. One of which is hopefully right here, and then we're going to have something in the end that's going to be using those blocks as well. And let me put this back. But so yeah, that's what the purpose of this farm is. But what I've been waiting on to start the farm build portion of this is Flash's super smelter, because he's been hinting at it for a couple weeks now. So now I am able to smelt. I still have it in here. Yes, a lot of sand, because I'm going to change all this to glass, and then the functional part of this farm will be made out of glass as well. So what I'm going to do now is, since I've shown you what I'm going to do, or told you about it, and where I'm going to do it, I'm going to head right on back to Flash's super smelter and probably smelt up, we'll start with 2 shulker boxes of glass, and we might have to do a little more to get all the stuff that I want, but that's what we're going to do for now, so I'll see you over there. And we are back over at the super smelter. So what I want to do, as I showed you earlier, I just made a couple changes here real quick. So this was 2 chutes right here, and it just went to the grass. But what I want to do real quick, so I'm able to kind of AFK it a little better, is just set up a few hoppers right here to go into this chest, so that, and I want to make sure I put plenty of hoppers, because this smelter works very quickly, and 2 hoppers are not going to get the job done. So I'm going to take these back out, and hopefully, oh yeah, perfect. So that'll flow right to the middle, so it should evenly distribute the items over those 4 hoppers. So what I want to do is I want to show you real quick just how fast this thing actually is. Let me put this scaffolding back where he had it. And perfect. Okay. So I just want to put in 1 stack of items. And I want you to see just how fast this thing is. So the idea is I'm going to put these 64 items in here. These 2 hopper minecarts are going to take all 64 items out. And these comparators right here on either side are going to send a redstone signal through this repeater line and deactivate that torch, which is then going to take away the redstone signal that's going through these repeaters, and then pull these fence gates back, which will let the minecarts go over all of the hoppers. So I'm going to put this in and stand down here and just watch how quickly these items get smelted. Should be about like, so it should be just over the time it takes this 1 item to smelt. So that gets done, and you hear all these dropper clicks, and then all the glass comes flowing down from all the different furnaces, and then goes straight into the chest those shouldn't be there. And then, oh, where's the one? Come on. Well, I'm missing one, but you get, oh, it's in my inventory. Oh, I must have picked it up on accident. But you get the idea of how fast it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 shulker boxes worth of sand in that chest right there. I'm probably just going to go sit up on the platform over there, let this iron farm produce a little something something, and then I'll bring you right back, and I'll try to time it just to see how fast it does smelt 2 shulker boxes. I'm going to do 2 for being, I'm going to do 4 in total, but I'm just going to see how quick it does 2 full shulker boxes. And the final, I think the rest of the items are coming in through the hoppers. Yep, and the final count is 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So that's pretty freaking fast for 2 shulker boxes, a double chest worth. So let me transfer all these back into my shulker boxes over here. And then we will be ready to do another 2 shulker boxes. And you can kind of hear that lava in the background, kind of, probably very faintly. I have it turned down for you guys, but so Flash has it set up to where these 0-tick bamboo farms are what powers the furnaces, and then he's got a set up as well right here, as you can see, with the redstone block and everything, to where those farms, or those 0-tick farms for the bamboo, only run if this last hopper needs fuel. So at the moment you can see it's full, but if I take this out, check this out, this will turn on until this fills back up with 64. And then as you can see, there's lava right there just for when the farm has to wait like 1 tick or so on that redstone power to get to there. And then the extra goes in the lava over there. It gets burned up so we don't cause lag for everybody on the server. So, boom, and then I'm just going to throw this in there because I don't need it at the moment. What a throw. What a throw. Anyway, let's try it again. There we go. It all burns up. So, I will put 2 more shulker boxes of sand in the chest up there and then come back in 9 minutes and 45 seconds. So, I'll be back in just a few. Alright, the bamboo farms have just now turned off. I've been up here making iron blocks out of all these ingots that have come through. So this Flash made this the other day, I made that last night, and I just crafted up all these. So if you think about this is ridiculous. So each one of these is 9, so 1 stack of iron blocks equals 9 stacks of iron ingots. So a double chest of iron blocks equals 9 double chests of iron ingots, which are what you get from the farm itself. So that's 18 chests of iron ingots. That's 18 chests of iron ingots, and that's almost 9 chests of iron ingots. Because if these were both 64, it'd be 9 chests. But that is ridiculous. But anyway, so let's go down. Actually, first I need to sleep. Alright, morning time. Now, back to the furnace. About 10 minutes later, and beautiful. A shulker, 2 shulker boxes worth of glass. Gonna go right back into the shulker box over here. And then these will go straight over to the ocean monument, where we will put up some walls. But I believe that we'll have to wait until next time. Seems like it's always night when I hit the record button, I swear. But anyway, I think that's going to have to be it from me for today. I thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did enjoy the episode, go ahead and smack that like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button. But next time, hopefully we'll get into either filling this up with some glass or putting down some layers for the slime chunks. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See ya!